Speaker, point of personal privilege.
Uh-oh. Gentleman has the floor.
Speaker, it must be kind of weird calling on people that say hear how great you are. Maybe I'd like that job one day. I wanted to tell you guys about... I got a letter you can sign. I got to tell you about 14 years ago when we were looking for a speaker, and a bunch of us on this side of the aisle were thinking, who could it be? And we thought, Bill Howell, number one, he's squeaky clean. And number two, he runs courts, and he does a great job. I mean, he makes sure everybody gets a fair hearing. He runs a very, very busy docket. I think he'd be good. And so some people, I guess, talked to you, and you thought it was a good idea, and you started running. The speaker called me, and I can still remember, it was back when I was still living in my townhouse. I had just gotten married, and I was standing outside the front porch, and Bill called me, said, "I'm running for speaker. Will you support me?" And I said, and I quote, "Yeah, because you're pretty old. You won't be here that long."
It's true.
And that was 15 years ago. Wow. But I cannot be happy with my selection. Won't go through all the reasons why, but I can say that the big theme would be when push comes to shove, you never let politics make your decision. You always did what you thought was right. And that's all that needs to be said about you, Mr. Speaker. You were in the minority, like I was and a few of us here on our side, and I think that is one of the reasons why you're that way, because you know what it's like to not be listened, to not be given a shot. I think I can say that everybody here at least believes you let them put the golf ball on the tee to take a swing. And that is a sign of a great man and a great speaker. But it's not the legislative rulings I'm going to miss. It's going to be miss hanging out with you after session. I'm going to miss listening to those wacky estate planning attorney stories. Like the one about, hey, did you hear the time I had a will, but I did a pour-over trust? It was awesome. But just hanging out, I think, with people is my favorite part about serving in this body. And I know it's a cast of characters. Look, we're all weird if we ran for office, let's face it. No one is going to subject themselves to 150,000 pieces of mail to your neighbors about why you're no good if you don't have a little screw loose. But all of us are probably interesting characters. And we've really enjoyed each other's company, and I've always enjoyed your company. And I can tell you that I think after I called my parents, you're the first person I called when I adopted my kid. That's how much I think of you.
That's neat.
You are proof, Mr. Speaker, that nice guys can finish first. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I remember that story, David, about saying I was old. That's why you could vote for me.